It's the 21st of October, and we do not lose. We have played 7 league games, winning 6, drawing 1. We've played 2 in the Champions League, winning both of those as well. Inter Milan, who we will be playing in today's episode, have dropped 0 points all season. That's not going to be easy. We're also going to be playing Torino, a team sat mid-table, which is apparently a derby, which I wasn't aware of, but apparently that's a derby. Chelsea in the Champions League, and finishing off with that Inter Milan game, which is also a derby. That's the Italia derby, apparently. In between episodes then, what have we done? I think it was here, wasn't it? So, we have won absolutely everything, obviously. We've beaten Genoa 3-0, we've beaten Regina 2-0, we've beaten Bologna 1-0, we beat Partizan 1-0, we beat Lazio 3-1. We've only conceded 1 goal in between episodes as well, which is absolutely nuts. Let's play Torino, probably lose. So, for the Torino game, then, this is what we're going to go for. Carnesci in goal, Livramento, Bremer, Danso, and Gvardiol in defence. Scalvini's been dropped to the bench because he is 1 yellow card away from suspension, and I think we're going to need him against Inter Milan. Sensible, clever thinking, hopefully. Wrench and Locatelli in the middle of the pitch. Kulusevski, Chiesa, Vlahovic, and Milik leading the line for this one. Milik's nuts, Vlahovic is nuts. We need goals from elsewhere. Basically, if we get goals from midfield and defence, then I'm going to start looking really good. So I told the team this is a big rivalry match, and nobody cared. So apparently they were also unaware that this is a rivalry. Torino are playing the somewhat defensive formation, the 3 centre-backs, and then 4 defensive midfielders, which isn't ideal. That's what Atalanta played, and we could not break them down. So I'm worried that this might be a draw as well. It's an early-ish highlight. It's Torino with the ball, kicks upfield, headed forward, though we've nicked this through at Wrench. Gvardiol ball forward towards Milik, doesn't get there, in fact. He's been fouled. I think that was outside the area. What is the referee going to give then? Maria Sole Ferrari is not a penalty, it's a free kick. So are we going to even see it? We are going to see the free kick. It is Kulusevski to take it. 5 in the box. It's towards Kevin Danso at the back post, and Vanja with a save. Vanja? It's Milinkovic-Savic, isn't it? It's his brother. If we win this game as well, we'll go top of the table because Inter Milan aren't playing yet. So it's only us, Napoli, Torino and Empoli that have seemed to have played so far in this match week. We need to do something, because right now we're 35 minutes in and we've had 1 chance. Pershers with the ball, a player that I know very well because I seem to sign him every Football Manager. It's Milinkovic-Savic in goal, ball forward is intercepted. Milik's going to go for a run. It's Kulusevski, ball on the ground to Vlahovic. First time shot, and oh my word, Dusan Vlahovic with an absolute screamer, 25 yards out into the top corner. We've taken the lead against Torino, and that might be it, you know. All we needed was 1 goal, and that goal has hopefully unlocked Torino to try and be a little bit more attacking, which is then hopefully going to open up some spaces and stuff for us to maybe get a couple more goals. Kulusevski towards Gvardiol, doesn't quite get there, and now Ricci, ball on the ground. He was surely offside. Radonjic with an effort. That's not his name at all. There's a C in it somewhere. It's gone over the bar. He wasn't offside either. Half-time then against Torino. We have the lead thanks to that ridiculous goal from Vlahovic. I mean, I'm not happy. We're only winning 1-0. Just seeing Chase's on a 6-3, now bumped up to a 6-4. So, what is he doing or not doing? Also, Gvardiol not playing well either. It's that left-hand side that's causing us some issues. Livramento with the throw to Kulusevski. Apparently those two have some chemistry. I don't know how or why, but they do. Locatelli's ball was not the best. Gvardiol's got that to Chiesa. There's plenty in the box. He's fallen over. That's a dive. Surely that looked like a dive, but that might have just been the match engine. And if that's a dive, that's Chiesa's day done. It's not a dive, it is a penalty. Vlahovic is going to be the man to step up to take it. Can he double our lead? He's hit the post. What a clown. Right, Chiesa's coming off. Apparently my assistant manager has said something that they have not agreed with. Sheldrup's going to be the man to come on. We do still have Paul Pogba, by the way. I'm not going to play him. I don't want to play him. Locatelli's also going to come off for Fagioli, I think. I think we'll just do that for the moment. I'm looking at Kyle George, possibly bringing him on for Milik, because Milik's not doing too much at the moment on a 6-6. Boga with a corner for Torino. Danso clears it. Ricci collects. Now, that man's name, I can't say his name at all, can I? Boga, Livramento intercepts that, gives away a nothing. It's a free kick because he was offside. Right, Milik's day is done. You do that, thank you very much. Right, Milik for George. Do we do anything else? I mean, the subs that we've brought on haven't done anything. Gvardiol's coming off for Vigna. Any more changes? I think we stick with that for the moment. Final 10 minutes of the game, and we've got the lead. I did say that might be all we needed, and the 1 goal could be the decider. It should be 2-0. Vlahovic obviously missing that penalty. It's not ideal. Wrench he's ready for bed. We've got a free kick through Vlahovic in the dying embers of the match. It's over the bar. Wrench is actually injured. So is Livramento. Or Livramento is not injured, but he's looking very, very tired. I mean, I think I've got some subs to do. So we can do Wrench for Pellegrini. I don't know why Pellegrini. He's a left back, isn't he? I've just brought on a left back in central midfield. Doesn't matter. The full-time whistle goes. It's a 1-0 win. I don't think that was convincing. I'm going to say I'm satisfied, and then I'm going to say to Chaser, furious with you. You were awful. Well, 8 games played then for us. We are back to the top of the table, but it's probably not going to last long, because I imagine on Sunday, Inter are going to win 8 out of 8. We're now going to go forward to the next match, which is going to be Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. This is going to be a difficult game. So then for the Chelsea game, we've had to do a little bit of rotation due to fitness, but it's nothing too serious. We have dropped Wrench, we have dropped Kulusevski. We are sticking with Carnesci in goal, Livramento, Bremer, Scalvini and Gvardiol in defence. The midfielders McKennie and Locatelli this time around, with Keane, Chaser, Vlahovic and Milik leading the lines. Tino Livramento playing against his former team. Admittedly, there was Southampton in the middle, but it's still a former team. One player who I was looking at over the summer to maybe bring in, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because looking back, I don't think he's that great in this game, is Armando Broja. I was looking at Broja, maybe bringing him in, and then thought, actually, we've got Vlahovic, we've got Milik, we've got Keane, we've got Chase, we've got Kulusevski, we've got some very good young strikers, so what was the point? And I'm kind of glad I did, but then again, we also brought in lots of young defenders. It's Reece James with a free kick, 6 minutes on the clock, and he's tucked it into the top corner, 1-0 to Chelsea. I think that's what you refer to as a postage stamp, isn't it? That's right in the top corner. Carnesci, any goalkeeper on his day is not saving that one. It's 1-0 to Chelsea with probably their first shot. Bit of a mountain to climb then. Our undefeated run so far this season might be over after literally 5 minutes. Gvardiol's throw with a yellow card early on in the day. It's in the middle. It's cleared. It's forward again. We've still not managed to get the ball under control. Edouard Mendy comes out, holds on to that. So that wasn't really a highlight, is it? Back with Mendy. He's kicked it upfield. Tino Livramento also with a yellow card to his name. Cleared. Kante, Kovacic can go for a little run now. Mason Mount, a bit of space to run into as well for Mount. Goes off towards the right-hand side. Reece James, the goal scorer. Forward to Mount once again. Chelsea with a very quick counter-attack. Kante nicks the ball off of Reece James. Mount in the middle. It's Kovacic. It's somehow managed to find its way to Raheem Sterling. It's 2-0. It is not going well. It might be 3. It's 3. It is actually 3. It's going to go down as an own goal for Bremer. I'd argue Todibo was probably the man to score it realistically. We're 3-0 down against Chelsea. And we're only half an hour in, and Chelsea are coming forward again. At this rate, we're going to lose 9-0. And as a Saints fan, don't want that. Definitely don't want that to happen. We need to get this ball under control. Scalvini to Locatelli to Bremer, the own goal scorer. McKennie to Livramento, who's not playing very well. Now Moise Keane on the right-hand side. He's going to go for a run. Only one option in the box. The cross isn't the best. And now Chelsea have the ball themselves under control again. Get there first. We do. Gvardiol is the man to do it. Down the line towards nobody. Chase is putting some pressure on. Milik's there. What a cross that was from Todibo. Milik makes it 3-1. I'm claiming that Todibo wanted that goal. I'm telling you, he wanted to cross that to Milik. Right, approaching half-time then. It is 3-1 to Chelsea. We are back in it, thanks to them playing badly. I say playing badly. They weren't playing badly. They did one bad thing. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. I'm going to give them 10 minutes in the second half, maybe 15, to see if we can get anything back out of this. Livramento's playing poor and he's tired. Bremer's playing poor, but I think a lot of that is his own goal. He's kind of factoring into his 6.2 rating. Scalvini isn't doing amazing. He's not doing badly, but he's not doing good either. McKennie header clear. Vlahovic collects it. First time we've said his name all game, I think. Loses out to Kante. Locatelli nicks it though. Milik to Vlahovic again. Goes for a run. McKennie. Ball forward. Moise Keane chests it down. Goes for a long range effort and Edouard Mendy can't stop that one. It's 3-2. Hold on, are we turning this around? 10 minutes into the second half, and this was the point where I said I'll give you until this time and see what's going on. I'm still looking at Livramento to come off. I'm still looking at maybe Bremer to come off as well. We've got Chaser through to Milik. Milik, we've made it 3-3. What a turnaround. What a comeback. We were horrific in the first half. We're still not doing great now when it comes to defenders. But we've just equalised. Gvardiol with a throw. Are we going to make it 4-3? Chiesa goes for a little spin in the middle. Weston McKennie with some space. The American. Gvardiol, first time cross towards Milik. Can't quite get there. And it's cleared upfield, but we get the ball under control again. Livramento, I want to see something from you. Most times on camera, Livramento has been pretty poor. He's had good games in a Juve shirt, just not on camera. Chiesa towards Milik. It wasn't the best pass from Chiesa. And now Todibo's not done the best thing either. And we have taken the lead. Jean-Claire Todibo has just handed us this. That is twice he's ballsed up and he's still on the pitch. And he's still on the pitch. They've just done 2 subs and Todibo's not one of them. If I was the Chelsea manager, Todibo would have gone off after they scored their first goal. Or we scored our first goal. Because he basically crossed it to Milik, didn't he? Locatelli towards Chiesa. Is Reece James with it to Todibo. This time actually passing the ball accurately. Kante to Sterling. Intercepted by Gvardiol. Now Chiesa. Now Milik again. McKennie through. Keane needs to get there first and does so. It's fallen for Vlahovic. Is it 5? It's 5-3. Who needs defenders? Who needs defenders when you can just do that? I mean, we need defenders. We are going to do some changes. Wrench is coming on for Livramento. Gvardiol, that's an unfair rating. He's been involved in most of the goals. I'm keeping you on, buddy. We're also going to do Bremer for Danso, which is not the best plan, is it? But then again, Danso does have the pace to maybe counter-attack a Sterling. Final 15 minutes, and from being 3-0 down to winning 5-3, this could be the greatest comeback you'll ever see in a game of football. Is it going to be 6? Chiesa's corner comes in, it's cleared. We need to get there first, and we do. Locatelli to Chiesa, final 10 minutes. Is he going to get his cross away, trying to find some space? McKennie loses out, and now counter-attack time for Chelsea. Kevin Danso is there. Scalvini to Locatelli, ball forward towards Keane. Now Milik controls it well. Milik blasts it in. This one isn't going to count. The flag goes up. It is going to remain 5-3. We have a highlight that's about to take place, but we also need to do a sub or 2. We're going to do Fagioli for McKennie because he's done for, isn't he? We're also going to take off Vlahovic for Orsolini? Sure, Orsolini can come on up front. And I think Chiesa as well for Sheldrup. What is going to happen from this highlight as well? So Gvardiol controls it on the left-hand side, goes for a run to Chiesa. Poor pass from Gvardiol. Now Callum Hudson-Odoi can go for a run down the line. Kai Havertz towards Hudson-Odoi again, but Scalvini gets there first. Back to Carnesci. Nothing's really happened that is highlight-worthy just yet. Maybe this is it, though. Milik's nicked it off Trevor Chalobah. Down the left, gets tackled. Chiesa collects it. 3 in the box, crosses in. Vlahovic is there. Can't get the ball out from underneath his feet. And now Chelsea screaming forward with the ball. Sterling gets past his man. Across to Mehdi. It's a good save from Carnesci as well. We stay 5-3 up. And another highlight as well. It's in the hands of Edouard Mendy from a Milik header? Question mark? Have the subs happened? I think they might have done. I'm not even sure, actually. Maybe they haven't. It is Havertz with the ball, going for a run. Straight towards Sterling. Now Jorginho through. Hudson-Odoi's there. Hudson-Odoi makes it 5-4. I'll tell you what, we're good value for money, aren't we? There has been 9 goals so far in this match. I said early on that at this rate it's going to be 9-0. Nope, it's 5-4. The full-time whistle goes. What a ridiculous comeback that is. We technically scored 6, although one of them was offside. That was ridiculous. That was just nuts. I think with that as well, we have effectively guaranteed ourselves qualification. Almost. One more win should probably do it, so that's good to see. But we're not done for this episode. We now have to go forward, and it's first versus second. Inter Milan versus Juventus in the league to round out October. Let's go. Right then, for Inter Milan, Carnesci in the sticks, Livramento, Bremer, Scalvini and Gvardiol, Wrench and Locatelli in midfield, Kulusevski, Chiesa, Vlahovic and Milik. This is probably our best starting 11. I think this is our best starting 11, although not on paper, this is my starting 11. This is what I want to play week in, week out. Maybe Locatelli shouldn't be there, maybe somebody like a Miretti or a Fagioli, but Locatelli's just good, isn't he? So our form, 5 wins out of 5. Inter's form, 5 wins out of 5. Somebody's perfect run is going to come to an end in this match. Unless it's a draw, but then it's still technically their perfect run is coming to an end. A win is obviously what we're after. A draw is what the board and the fans are expecting. A draw is what I'm expecting. But if we can nick a win, that'll be good. I was expecting to draw or lose against Chelsea and we win 5-4. So, 15 minutes on the clock. So far, we're getting shots away. Into not so much, but we're not seeing much of it. It's a free kick for Inter, and I don't know what my keeper was doing. Carnesci just went for a wander. Luckily for us, Dzeko was offside. 10 minutes later, and still very little has happened. Literally one highlight so far has been an offside call. It wasn't even a shot. Maybe something's going to come from this. It's a very good position. Vlahovic with a free kick should be going in the top corner. It is going into the back of the net. Not necessarily the top corner, but it is the back of the net. We take the lead against Inter Milan, and we move to the top of the table, potentially handing their first defeat to them for the season. Still plenty of time to go. Locatelli's just taken an absolute clattering by the looks of it. Pulled a hamstring. That is your game done, my friend, at half-time. We've had a lot of shots. I'm happy. We are going to do Locatelli coming off. It's going to be McKennie, isn't it, coming on? I think we just go straight into the second half with the one change. Looks like Inter have also done a change as well. Seavalds has come on in the middle of the pitch. Probably not how it's pronounced at all. Carnesci with a goal kick to Scalvini. Obviously, we made sure that he was available for this game, so he didn't get booked against Torino. Gvardiol with a run down the line, finds Chaser, ball forward to Milik. 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 in the box. Loses out to Brozovic. We need to get there first. Scalvini does so as well. Chaser gets it back. Scalvini, I think, is carrying on his run. Milik to Gvardiol. Now Chaser, 3 in the middle. Cross it in. Milik's there. The ball falls for Milik. The ball trickles past the line. Onana cannot stop it. We are 2-0 up against Inter Milan. And this season, I know it's still fairly early days, this season is going superbly well. Straight after the goal, we've got another highlight. Their striker doesn't have a shirt number. I don't know whether you spotted that. When he took centre, he did not have a shirt number. What's going on? We're 3-0 up. That's the second time in as many matches where they've just given us the ball. It's 3-0 Vlahovic. I was too busy talking about the striker not having a shirt number. I wasn't really paying attention. We have had 14 shots on target so far in this game. 60 minutes in, Kulusevski's going to win that. Yes, he does. Vlahovic to Bremer, ball forward to McKennie, back to Bremer. Livramento with some space on the right-hand side. Kulusevski, Livramento carried on his run, didn't quite manage to find him. Vlahovic has nicked that off Brozovic. He's gone for goal. Onana this time can save that one. It's going to be a corner though, which we are hopefully going to see. It's going to be Kulusevski to take it from the right-hand side, left-footed. Scalvini's there. He heads over the bar. Right, substitutions time, I think, and this is more fitness than anything else. Danso's coming on for Bremer, and I think that's probably it for the moment. Once somebody gets to that level, a poor level, that's when we'll consider it. When they're on fair, they're fine. Andre Onana is on a 7.0 rating, and he literally gave us the third goal. I don't understand the match ratings in this year's FM. Mkhitaryan with it to Gossens. Lautaro Martinez, and nicked by Kevin Danso. Danso's superb. I kind of bought him as somewhat serious, somewhat joke. Danso's absolutely superb. Scalvini to McKennie. Ball over the top towards Milik. Onana stays on his line. Skirnier's there with a foul. That is going to be a penalty, and it's potentially going to be 4-0. I mean, I think Vlahovic is already celebrating. He is. I think he knows that if it is a penalty, he might be getting himself a hat-trick. It is a penalty. Vlahovic is going to step up then. Can he round out his hat-trick? Yes, he can, with a spectacular penalty as well. 4-0 against Inter Milan. This is ridiculous. The first match of the episode was arguably the easiest match, and we won 1-0. Then we win 5-4, and potentially 4-0, maybe even more. We are going to do a sub just before this highlight happens, because I want to try and basically get some fitness into players. Milik's going to come off for Keane. We're going to do shoulder up for Chaser as well. I think we'll do Ravella for Wrench. There we go. That is all of our changes that we were able to do. Final 5 minutes of the match. Are we going to make it 5? Kulusevski can't get on the end of that. Mkhitaryan with the ball. It's going to be 3 points regardless of what happens. Vlahovic has got himself sent off, hasn't he? Is he? Oh my word. Dusan, you've scored a hat-trick and gotten yourself sent off. What a clown. I kind of still wanted to do those subs though, everybody. I've even forgotten what it was. So Milik for Keane, I think, was one of them. Shoulder up's already on, so one of the subs happened. And I think it was Ravella for Wrench. I think that's what we did, wasn't it? I think that's all of our changes. We're not really changing anything there. Vlahovic getting sent off is not ideal, because that's a straight red as well, which means he's basically just going to miss, 2 matches, I think? Full-time whistle goes. It is a 4-0 win against Inter Milan. That's nuts. And because of that win as well, I've just got the You're on Fire achievement, which I assume is play 10 games without losing or something like that. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is insane. The only match that we have not won, including pre-season, was the first match we recorded on camera of the season. We've won absolutely everything else. So this is what the league table looks like, and the Champions League, top of everything. We're the only team now in Serie A who are undefeated. 8 wins, 1 draw, 25 points, 3 wins out of 3 in the Champions League as well. Next episode, we are going to go towards the end of the season. It's not the end of the season. The end of it, before the winter break. I think we have a winter break. We stop on the 6th of December and return on the 6th of January. So we're probably going to see, I'm going to say that. That's probably what we're going to have, because in theory, we're not going to need to play Dinamo because we're going to already have won the group at that point. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, subscribe, all the fun, fancy YouTubey stuff, and I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.